We return. We return. We return. Return again and again to love.
Bruchim Habaim. Welcome to Elul Day 21. This story comes from Lights in the Forest. Rabbis respond to 12 essential Jewish questions. A congregant of mine who is struggling with lung cancer recently approached me for some spiritual counsel. She asked, "Can you help me to figure out what to pray for? It's more than I can bear to pray for my cancer to clear. I just can't stand having too much false hope and ending up so disappointed." I told her that I understand her hesitancy to pray for a miraculous healing. She would have to think about what would be left of her emotionally and spiritually if her prayer should appear to go unanswered. However, that certainly doesn't mean that I told her to refrain from praying. I believe that the exercise of prayer itself possesses the power to produce some significant measure of strength she most needs to face an uncertain future. Her prayers can also intensify her focus on making a blessing of each day, of each minute of her life, reminding her that none of what she had previously assumed to be normal about living is in fact to be taken for granted, nor is it permanent. This is how I look at God's place in the experience of suffering. I do not believe in a God who selects certain children to be inflicted with leukemia, so neither can I believe in a God who selects certain children to be cured of leukemia. It is no accident that the overwhelming majority of traditional Jewish prayers are expressions of gratitude, not requests for intercession in our lives or our world. The religious discipline of Judaism inspires a person to sense blessing in things that humans too often consider ordinary or expected: our breath, our freedom, our abundance, the many wonders of the universe. The goal is to engender the question, why me, in the moments of good fortune, not just at times of suffering. If God's worth is to be evaluated solely on the basis on whether our wishes are granted when we pray, there is no humility in prayer. We are not seeking God. We are instead seeking to be God. We will, of course, always yearn for a world without evil or suffering. However, it is the very existence of curse that enables us to recognize and hunger for blessing. And it is the existence of curse that will forever fuel our efforts to unleash more and more of God's light through our own actions. Today we consider, what is your concept of God? How do you understand God's relationship to suffering and evil? And has your view changed throughout your life?